Well, here we are on a typically beautiful spring cloudy day on a Puget Sound beach. We're gonna go down and look for some oysters, and there's a guy right there who knows some stuff. Yeah, he just looked back at us. So we're gonna go ask him to give us some help. Here we go.
Okay. What we're going to do is make some oyster stew this afternoon, and we're going to have some nice fresh oysters. And you'll notice that there's two different shells that make up the oyster. Typically one is very flat and the other is very rounded or cupped. And back here is a hinge where the two shells open and close. And there's a muscle on the right, just off center, right about here, that holds them all together. And what we're going to do is take our oyster knife and slide it in that hinge. Sometimes it goes easy and sometimes it don't. That wasn't too bad. Now what I like to do is capture the nectar that's in there. Okay, that's very clammy tasting and very delicious. Then slide your oyster knife in here and try to scrape that top flat shell and separate that muscle I was telling you about, like so. And then you have your oyster. Now here in the state of Washington, at the state parks, they want you to leave the oyster shell on the beach. That's why we didn't take it up and do it on a picnic table or something. Because these little oysters, they're going to hook onto these shells and we'll have more oysters next year. So here's two more. They see how they're connected together. Here's the cup side and here's the flat side. And they have a couple of barnacles on them. And we're going to insert busted that open, collected the nectar, slide then the other side of that mussel, just scrape it out. And then we have one more here, same thing, curved side, flat side, the hinge. One more thing I ought to point out, you need to wear gloves. The shells themselves are very sharp, and from time to time your little blade's going to slip, and it's nice to not to stab yourself. That shell broke in half, but that's not a problem. Here in the state of Washington, you have to have a fishing license and a shellfish endorsement, and your limit is 18. So these three and the 15 I got earlier make us 18. So let's go make some stew. Okay, we're going to make our oyster stew from the oysters that we just took off the beach. We have in here chopped up celery, about a cup, chopped up onions, about a cup, and chopped up bell peppers, about a cup. And then the ingredients are going to be black pepper. Some people like to use white. I've never seen it. Sea salt. I'm a little afraid of this. Sriracha. I'm going to go easy on that. Johnny's seasoned salts. And a southern thing called Old Bay. They use it a lot in the South for seafood. Of course, oyster crackers and some butter, and of course oysters and the oyster nectar. Not to forget granular that smelly, tasty stuff. I can't think, and half. So I'm going to start off by dropping in half a cube of butter. Boy, it seems like that fire is just a little warm. Turn it down a little bit. Gonna let that butter get a nice little melt. And that smelly stuff I was talking about was garlic. I don't know why I couldn't remember that name, but garlic. Granular garlic. Gonna let this butter melt down.
Whoa, smells pretty good over here, man. It's going now.
Okay.
Pretty nice. Well,
It's about halfway melted. And pretty soon I'm going to drop in these various veggies. Now I was going to use purple onions, but I ran out of purple, so I used a little white and purple. And I was going to use green bell peppers, but I ran out, and I ended up using a little bit of red. I don't think that makes any difference. Okay, I'm going to drop these in here. Let them saute. Might want to get a shot of what looks like inside the pan. So this is going to take a few minutes. We're going to add the nectar from the clams that we just harvested, and we're going to pour it in here very slowly because a little bit of sediment and sand is going to be collected at the bottom. So we're just going to slowly pour it in. Now I've already done this a couple times to make certain there's no shells and sand, but there's always going to be a little shell and a little sand. Okay, so that's, I think I'll just pour the rest of it in here. Now, as you can see, there's a little kind of foggy stuff in there. We're just going to discard that. We're going to let that come up to temperature. Whisk it a little bit. And we're going to drop in the oysters that we just harvested off the beach. Nobody was looking. I'd put a spoon in there and taste it, but add some half and half. Going to add the whole quart. Stir it up a little bit. Now I've only made this stew once before, and you don't want your milk to boil. It kind of separates or something. Looks like it's spoiled. Still tastes okay, but aesthetically it's not what you want.
Well, also, you know, I can see the fumes kind of coming this way. The aroma is getting quite excellent. Way good. Oh, the taste?
Taste, see how we're doing. A little bit longer. All right.
There are rules. Napkin.
That was
Napkin.
delish, Mike. Yeah.
Well, here we go. Day is done. Pretty soon, we'll see how it all turned out. Hopefully, pretty good. Well, here we were. Here we are. Way cool experience. Got the oysters, made the stew, saw the people. Way nice. Everybody, have a good day. Take care. Bye for now.